I didn't really mean it like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like you do got a lot of calories that you should be watching. And I can watch them with you. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I am watching them. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to reduce them, nigga. Like, you don't think that's wrong? You don't think that someone would be upset about that?
I used to work at a job called One Step Beyond. You know, it's a disabled company in Arizona. You can look it up. It's a cool company for disabled people to be with other disabled people and have a great time. And it's not a bad job. It was easy. The people was fun. The staff was fun. It was just.
So One Step Beyond, I did look it up. So pretty much what it is, it says, our mission is to provide dynamic programs and services to individuals who have intellectual disabilities and their families so they may achieve their goals and become fully participating members of our community. Our vision is a world in which people who have intellectual disabilities are fully included in all areas of our communities and are recognized for their potential, their talents, and their contributions to society.
But let me tell you how I got fired, though, brother. So when I started last year, we had this one member. I can't say his name because legal documents. We had this one member that's very big. You know, I would never say fat because, you know, I don't play around with size or anyone because people gets in their feelings, especially in that jobs area. You gotta watch your words. So he opened up and he's talking about he was bullied and they were making fun of him because how he walked. He said they could used to call him Happy Feet. You know, I'm not gonna call you that because that's disrespectful. Because I'm like, damn, that's like if you see him, he walk like a penguin for real, like no joke. But cool as hell, like he's cool as hell, bro. But Chicken Little movie came on. I was watching it for our classroom movie day, and it was like this big, you know, the big pig. He's intimidating all in one scene. I was like, oh snap, yo, you remind me of him.
Nigga, you can't just say niggas called him Happy Feet and say, hey, I would never call him Happy Feet, and then turn around and call him the pig from Chicken Little. Nigga, that's kind of the same thing. He prefaced it with saying, hey, this nigga used to get bullied. This is what they called him. And I won't call him this name that, you know what I'm saying, that they bullied him for. But I'm going to call him a different name that kind of falls into the same category as that bullying. Like, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, you don't just be like, hey, man, you remind me of this character. Like, in compliments, usually that shit is a roast.
Yeah, true.
Every time someone like, oh yeah, you remind me of this character, nigga, that has always been a roast. No one's just been like, oh man, you know, you look like like Idris Elba because you're so handsome, nigga. Like, nah, it's always like, hey man, you know the nigga from Everybody Hates Chris? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know this nigga with glasses? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been. I don't know. Every time someone makes a comparison, that shit is not. It's not coming from a place of well intention.
So that was last year. To speed it up, the member was in the hospital for like 4 months. You know, I was trying to figure out where he's at because I haven't seen him. And then he was in the culinary because we have a culinary group that cooks food for lunch for Monday and Thursday called GSC. I catch him in there. I was like, yo, where you been at? Da da da. He was like, yo, I've been in the hospital and stuff like that. And I was like, damn. Are you okay? Can we do anything? And I said, yo, we need to stop eating, or we can, you know, I'm not gonna tell you stop eating what you're eating, but we need to slow down a little bit eating all of this greasy food. And I'm not calling the dude fat or anything because I eat the things too what he eat. So, but like he eats continuously.
He one of those niggas where he shouldn't explain. Because when he explained, he makes it way worse. He said it's not like I'm calling him fat, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes he eat a lot. I mean, I eat it too, but he eat continuously. I'm like, bro, you just called this nigga fat, bro.
Nigga, I'm not stupid, nigga. Like, I'm not stupid, nigga. You don't finna gaslight me, bro. I hear exactly what you're saying. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse, nigga.
And so, you know, I'm just trying to be a good person. So I told him, let's slow down a little bit and let's go. Like, you know, some people feel kind of like ashamed. And so I'm like, yo, I could help you. We could do this together because I want him to feel good, you know, be good. You know, when you look good, when you look good, you feel good. And I guess, and I was like, after we was done, I said, you're my favorite pig character in the movie. You feel me? Because it was an inside joke between us, not inside. It was an inside thing between us. But I guess wrong place, wrong time. I guess, and I guess he got offended, and he went and told his parents, and the parents told Jenny, and things happened.
And he said, "Hey, bro, I'm not calling you fat, but you my favorite fat fucker, bro. Like, you're my absolute top shelf big back bitch. Like, this is crazy. There's no one that can compete. I'm not saying you fat.
I'm just saying you're not small either. Like, you kind of hefty. Like, nigga, like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro?
What's wrong with him? Like, you can't say this to people, bro.
Just
because you say I don't mean it this way, and you say exactly what you said, don't mean you didn't mean it, nigga. Like, you can't just.
I think this is a good lesson for him to learn because, you know what I'm saying, even though you might say something with an intention for it to be a joke or for it not to be anything serious or anything like that, you can't dictate how someone takes it. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, hey, you might have meant it with like no ill intention, which I would hope so. I don't think so, but I would hope so. You know what I'm saying? I would hope you were just trying to like make him laugh or whatever. But you could have said it with no ill intention. But the fact that he took it with ill intention means that, you know what I'm saying, it didn't come across as a joke to him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like you can't say he's wrong for not taking it as a joke because I'm not gonna lie, you go up to someone who is on the larger side and you call them all types of large objects and characters, they gonna feel like you roasting the fuck out of them. They like, I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? If I go to a short nigga and I just say all type of short objects comparing to that nigga, like he's gonna feel like I'm roasting him, nigga. I would too.
No, he did that shit, bro. He did that shit. He's guilty, bro.
Guilty.
He is guilty.
On all charges. You know what I'm saying?
All charges. That's crazy.
And it was like, I didn't really mean it like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like you do got a lot of calories that you should be watching. And I can watch them with you. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I am watching them. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to reduce them, nigga. Like, you don't think that's wrong? You don't think that someone would be upset about that?
That's such a backhanded compliment, bro. It wasn't even a compliment. It's just
not
a
compliment, nigga. It's a backhanded roast, nigga. That nigga hit you twice. That nigga slapped you, then backhanded you, nigga. All in one swift motion, just pop out, nigga. Like, this shit is funny.
Yeah, nah. I would have got that nigga fired too. You ain't making no money off me, nigga. Your ass gotta go.
Imagine you wake up, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful day. You're like, oh, the birds are chirping, sun is shining. You going to class, you know what I'm saying? You dapping up the homies. You're like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, we in here, you know what I'm saying? Then the nigga just walk up to you like, hey, man, I feel like you probably shouldn't eat as much as you've been doing. And you're like, all right, that's a little strange, you know what I'm saying? You didn't even dap me up or nothing, but like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? You watching out for my health, that's cool. He's like, hey, you know you're my favorite pig, right? Like, nigga, what? Yeah, I can see how that was misconstrued and taken wrong. Actually,
no,
I feel like I was taking the right way.
Yeah, just called me a fat ass early in the morning, nigga. Relax yourself.
Nigga, the sun ain't even out, nigga. Like, it's daylight savings, bro. Come on. I gotta walk around the rest of my day thinking about this fucking comment, nigga. Pig, nigga. Every time I look at the mirror, the mirror talking to me like Green Goblin, nigga. Like, I'm fucking nigga. I'm just seeing this pig character in the back of my mind. Yeah, nah, nigga, you just ruined my entire day, nigga. I'm finna ruin yours too. What's this nigga name? Zion, nigga? Yeah, nah, I was smoking on Zion pack, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. How many calories is that, nigga? Can't be too much, nigga, because I know you can't feed yourself, nigga. Get another job in this economy. Bitch ass nigga, call me a pig again. I'll blow that whole house down, nigga. Now you homeless, nigga. Does it feel good? How many calories is on the street? Fuck you.
Oh my god. Bro, what's wrong with me, bro? I should not be laughing at this. This is so crazy, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You got it. You deserve that one. Why you call this nigga a fat ass early in the morning? It's crazy. That's crazy. That's so flagrant, bro.
It's very flagrant. Like,
That nigga could be going through something. He was like, "Hey, yo ass fat." Guys, we're not laughing at the fact that he called him fat. We laughing at the ridiculousness.
no, I'm laughing at the fact that he called him fat. Because why would you say that, nigga? Like, that is so unnecessary, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people say, hey, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say it. Like, nigga, that's the perfect example to apply that. Like, if you had nothing nice to say, why did you call him a pig, nigga? Like, that has no place. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to have a serious conversation about, you know what I'm saying, something serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, health complications and stuff like that. Don't just come in and just call this nigga names for no reason. Like, the nigga told you that he didn't like being called Happy Feet for years, nigga. And then you just come in and call him a pig, nigga. You just changed the one bullying tactic with a second one.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, because even if, like, you know what I'm saying, like, there's a younger dude, you know what I'm saying, like, again, he might go into the PlayStation party chats and all that stuff, and they might be roasting back and forth, just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, taking it. But the thing is, like, you know those people can take it. You know all their, you know what I'm saying, like, what they're going through and, you know what I'm saying, how far to take it and stuff like that. This nigga, you don't know how far to take it with. And then if he is actually going through stuff, nigga, like, he doesn't want that on top of that, especially since he's been bullied in the past. He's just going to think, like, hey, you're finding me as another target.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the thing is, like, hey, it could be all jokes and stuff like that to you whenever you go with your friends. Like, none of them might have been bullied, so they're not taking it very seriously and stuff like that. But, like, the dude that got bullied, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still holds on to that history of, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, you should throw all these underhanded jokes at me and stuff like that. Now I got to watch for this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bullying isn't very overt most of the time. It's really underhanded.
I mean, I agree with that. And also, in any context, being referred to as a pig is just not flattery at all. You should probably not do that. You should probably not do that.
Nigga, you know what I mean? Pig by itself, not good. Pay pig,
not good.
Not good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not good.
A whole bunch of pig references, and they're all not good. They're all demeaning. Mm-hmm. They're all degrading.
Knocked on the door, do. And my other boss, Esme, was like, yo, I need to talk to you. And I was like, I already knew what time was it too, because one of my other supervisors showed me an email and it was like, I couldn't beat the case. I couldn't beat the case. I could appeal it right now to see I could, like, get my job back. But at the same time, everyone knew that I was not a bad guy. Even members knew that I wasn't a bad guy, because I would, if it was like that, I would have been fired a long time ago. But like I said, that's their territory. I'm ready for me to leave for a member to say they don't want to come back to that to the program, because I'm not gonna be there forever. I don't have to be there forever. That's where sometimes that's the most comfortable spot for them and stuff. But you know, just a daily week, you know. And I have been streaming, but I haven't been posting YouTube videos because I low key been stressing a little bit. Next day after, it was Friday. No, Thursday. Next day after, I woke up. My mom was like, okay, because I told my mom I broke down crying because I lost my job. But she said, don't worry about it. Things gonna work out. And don't worry about it. I did cry though. Like, I don't cry like that. But for that situation to happen, especially like the predicament we are in, like, you know, I pay rent and stuff, and now I don't have a job anymore. Yes, I'm going on unemployment, filing for unemployment, you know, getting paid for that because I did pay rent and I did do everything. But it still sucks that all the pressure's on me, and I low-key messed it up because I was trying to be a bigger person to help someone.
Nigga, you can't say you messed it up by trying to be a bigger person. You made fun of this nigga
by calling him a pig, nigga. That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, you messed it up by being rude, nigga. Like, that's rude. Nigga, that is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not because you were concerned about his health that you got fired. It's because you fucking made fun of this nigga. Like, it might have been an unintentional bully, but it was a bully. You know what I'm saying? And like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay bills and stuff like that. You got to, but you know what I'm saying? This is just consequences of your actions. I get that he's young, and I'm glad that he's learning this lesson early. because now he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, before he gets like a real serious adult job, he's gonna be able to take this experience going forward and say, hey, maybe I can't joke like that with everyone, or hey, maybe I should watch what I say to some people, because not everyone is on the same type of time as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes is for a person to be having a bad day, and that one little joke that you know what I'm saying, that you slip out is what breaks the camel's back.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone wants to joke with you. It's the same thing like with the fucking the YouTube prankers and stuff like that, where they just go and they fuck around with people. Nigga, it might be funny to you. You might be having a good time, but the people that are getting pranked might not be having a good time, and that's where the issue stems from. The person on the receiving end is not enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you joke around, the person who is joking around with you also has to be actively enjoying the situation. Because if they're not enjoying it, all you're doing is bullying them.
Just because your intent wasn't in the wrong place doesn't mean like the consequences of your actions aren't need to be held accountable. You know what I mean? Like, just because you don't intend to burn down the house, but you leave the stove on, you know what I mean? The house is still burned down. You got to take responsibility for that. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing that he's learned this lesson again when he was younger. I don't want to repeat exactly what you said, but at the same time, it seems like he doesn't fully understand the accountability part. Like, he's saying, "Oh, this is what I get for trying to help someone to be a good person." Yeah, but you recognize your intent. You're not recognizing the action of what you did. You hurt someone's feelings by the way in which you articulated or expressed the way that you, quote unquote, wanted to help them. You need to articulate yourself better and not refer to people as pigs or other demeaning and degrading terms. That's all it was. Don't call someone who's been bullied at the workplace something else that is demeaning. You know what I mean? You could have approached it. You were like, hey, I got some healthy stuff. You didn't mention anything healthy. You're like, hey, I got these 2 snacks. They could be healthy. You be like, hey, you want to try some? Or you be like, hey, bro, I'm going to go to the gym. You want to come with me? Like, you don't even have to blatantly say you in calorie inflation right now. You know what I mean? You don't have to articulate or point out any critiques. You get to that point once they started like volunteer and express themselves, like, hey, I want to lose some weight and stuff like that. Or they just want to hang out with you. Let's go hang out. Let's go run in the park real quick. You just slip it in.
Yep.
It don't got to be blatant. Just slip it in. Pause. Yep. Hopefully he doesn't hold the person who got him fired like to too much scrutiny. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate, and you do feel like a level of betrayal because you feel like you built a good relationship with this person, and I guess they like did this to you and they changed your whole livelihood or trajectory of life. But don't hold it too much against them. This person who's been through a lot, they probably are hyper defensive on things and whatnot, and they probably took what you said. I mean, rightfully so, because it does come across offensively and without any further clarification. As far as your intent to them, maybe you spoke to them about it, but still, it doesn't really change the result of things, how they felt. Your car got stolen. You know, we over here, we're joking and stuff like that. Don't take everything too seriously. We're just poking fun at the situation, not necessarily you as a person. But we feel like, well, at the very least, I'll speak for myself. We do agree. I mean, I do agree that the focus on this video was more so clarifying your intent, which is good. I'm not saying don't do that, but the lack of acknowledgement of how the victim felt implies that you still have a little bit more reflecting to do as far as moving forward. And hopefully you get that new job and you approach navigating certain people differently, because when you deal with someone who's been traumatized with bullying and stuff like that, they're much more sensitive to the things that one person may say. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you called either one of us a pig, we, of course, would be offended, but we wouldn't raise it to that escalation. You know what I mean? We'd probably joke back with you or something like that. That's the type of nurture.
Also, I'm skinny as fuck, so like,
yeah, it really makes sense.
How?
But yeah, it's all good, man. Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Car got stolen. That's crazy shit. But hopefully you get it together, and please. Never mind. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it from us. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that. We out.